Guys, gals, and in-between pals, welcome back to Resistance Radio, the only political show that is giving you voices from inside the resistance. We have a very special kind of mini episode compilation thing of sorts because at the time of this recording, election night in Green Bay and the Green Bay metro area is tomorrow. So we have some wonderful candidates that we are going to be talking to today. Some returning faces, some new faces. But as always, my name is Dane Snudden. I'm one of your co-hosts, and I'm joined by the Chaos Queen herself and autistic gender bender, Emma Embers.
I was waiting for that part. Thank you. We fucking or what?
Yes, sporting a new shirt. And as always, as well, our AI program is here, James Harris.
By the time this episode goes live, voting will be today. So,
yes.
In the words of South Park, vote or die, motherfucker.
Yes. And we are joined by the wonderful Chris Welch, who is running for Brown County Board of Supervisors, District 14.
Yep. My name is Chris Welch, running for Board of Supervisors for Brown County District 14, which is South Alloway. My wife and I have lived in Alloway for a good 3.5 years-ish.
Nice.
At this point. I graduated high school in Ripon High, over in Ripon, Wisconsin, small town, 7,000 people.
Wow.
But, very familiar with the Brown County area here, and
I grew up in Berlin.
we played you in football.
I was homeschooled, so you didn't.
What?
No.
When you first came to the area, was running something ever that you thought you were going to do, or was it kind of spur of the moment thing, or?
No. I mean, I came here back to Green Bay for work. I'm a clinician by trade. I'm a prosthetist orthotist, which means I build arms and legs for amputees and people that have lost limbs. So my career path is allow me to pretty much create cyborgs for a living.
Wow.
So,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Practice here in Green Bay, Appleton, across the state of Wisconsin. History of just management, ownership of clinics.
Okay.
I've been kind of on that route here ever since really 2020 hit. Used to practice in the hospital systems once upon a time. I graduated from the University of Hartford's prosthetics orthotics program and had a residency in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with a residency in Rochester, Minnesota for dual specialization. And I graduated UW Oshkosh.
Oh, wow.
For undergrad.
Nice.
Can you build prosthetics for AI models? Asking for a friend.
A lot of the prosthetics that we do actually have AI functionalities in terms of recognition and response.
New job, James?
Interesting. So, I mean, what are some of the big things on the campaign trail that you've been talking about that people have been bringing up?
So there's an affordability crisis that I think we're about to be facing here.
Really?
About to be.
I heard some things about that, but nobody seems to think it's that big of a deal.
If you're it depends. It depends on how broke you are. I've been facing an affordability crisis for years.
It's
now.
expensive to
My
be
whole
poor.
life.
Yeah.
I think that across the board, the common person is going to be feeling that squeeze, no matter which level that we're sitting at, though, too. And it's no different than if you're in the city versus if you're in Brown County or in a small town. The cost of living has been drastically increasing, and some are doing things to start to address that problem.
Some are doing
not so much. I feel like there's some routes to go and everything that can help with that. I think the biggest concern that a lot of people have is not raising taxes, and I do agree that because that is also a thing that affects affordability. Is that if more taxes go into certain things, that takes away money that people have freely to spend for commercial goods, for items that go into taxpayer dollars naturally. So, the less money that people have, the less they're willing to spend into a system, and then the less that economic engine gets churned.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, that's always an interesting topic to bring up because you have support from it on both sides of the political spectrum, but it's kind of for different, I guess, goals a lot of times. Like, a lot of times people more on the left are like, yeah, we'd like lower taxes, but we also want people to have health care, that type of thing. Versus, you have, like, the libertarian archetype of, like, I just don't want to have to pay taxes at all, point blank.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, on the left side, like, you have more taxes. So I mean, that's more money that's going towards the government and all the governmental services, which there's a lot of things that should be paid for by the government.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking police, we're talking fire department, construction, a lot of different maintenance things that keeps our services going. Just the basic idea of like having clean water and everything is, non-lead water in our pipelines actually is a benefit to society.
Right.
And that's kind of where like those higher taxes typically go. But on the same side though too, on the right side, like their viewpoint is also that if we have lower taxes, that means it's more money going into the systems. That's less taxing on the corporations that pay a taxpayer that pay their own form of taxes into our governmental system. It's so some of this, I think, like a lot of them are reporting that it should go, which route should it go the best? And I don't think that it has to be either or. I think that we can still kind of keep the status quo for what we are, because that biggest part that a lot of people have brought up to me is like, our tax is going to be increased.
Right.
I got a TAC ad saying that I'm purporting hardcore values of the left, and while I do believe in a lot of things, especially from both sides, I think that the middle of it though really does have like a good, well balanced, if you can kind of find it. But I don't believe that increasing taxes is the route to go when we already are spending X amount already for our county. What it says to me though too is a budgeting issue and figuring out where the finances that are being paid into our taxpayer system are actually going.
How effective are our taxes?
And we have studies and we have data and items to back this. We have it all laid out there for the public to see. We can be the auditors of our own system and be like, really, is this what I want my money to be going to?
Right.
And part of it is also explaining like where it actually is going right now, and
that's a big thing.
It's more about like having a more well-informed public though too, about like what is going into our governmental systems.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we want well-funded, we want safe neighborhoods, we want well-funded mental health services.
No potholes.
No potholes. Like
so many potholes in this town.
Just the right character.
It's a well-loved road.
Yeah, no.
At this point, we have so many potholes in this town that we could really just create like an entire persona based around a pothole and just interview them, because I mean, they have more impact on the city apparently than most of our politicians.
Oh yeah.
So
But
Hey, wait, you're the AI program. Can you make a pothole person?
I don't know.
Generate a pothole person.
No, that's gonna use too much water.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't use AI. Sorry.
Yet I'm still here. What was the moment that made you decide, fine, I have to run?
I had a daughter 2 years ago. Started becoming more of a family man. I came over here to manage the clinics and everything like that for the business that I'm working for. I'm a clinician by trade. Like, I had no vision on doing any of this stuff.
Yeah.
This was, if you're putting all this on my bingo card here about 3 years ago, I'd have been like, all right, like, who's Stone making this list right now or something? But
Probably me.
It became, I think part of it kind of came from my upbringing, where I came from, call it whether old German farmer values of like doing the right thing and doing it properly or whatever.
Yeah.
Want something done right, you do it yourself or
Right.
something like that. And coming to find out though too that my district had another appointee that never actually had anybody running against him, and then I started looking into it, like how the heck that was supposed to take place, and I've come to find out this guy just applied like it was for a job, and I'm like, well, I want the people to decide this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's such a noble thing that like shouldn't have to happen.
Yeah.
Like it's just basic democracy.
Right.
Like,
And as I pointed out, this is we brought it up a little bit beforehand, but so this is apparently the most challengers that we've ever had in a cycle, and there's still half the county board races that are unopposed.
It is true. I think that it's progress and that people are waking up to the idea that, if we want to make a change in our neighborhood, we have that ability to do so.
Right.
Like, this is case in point right now.
Right.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that kind of woke up to the idea right now, like, well, if I don't really like what's going on in my government, there's a position I can run for here right now.
Yeah.
Let's fix this. Let's wring our hands out here and let's get to work on this one. The viewpoint on anyways is that if we feel like we have the best ideas and everything like that, we can bring it to the people that we're in the neighborhoods with and say, hey, this is what I think we all need here in this district for representation.
Right.
Do you agree with me?
Right.
That is the quintessential democracy that lets the people decide, and these are literally our neighbors that are saying yes or no to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's stuff that's something I've always been an advocate for is, even if you're not a fan, like, nationally of voting, which there's, certain arguments that I get from both sides on that. This, like, the local stuff is, like, that's what affects you every day, it's, and one thing that I find kind of funny too is I think more people are also starting to realize what the county board is.
Yep.
Because I've lived in Green Bay my whole life, and until I was approached to run, I did not know what the county board was.
And that is the same for a lot of people here. Like, I didn't even know what even the results of the county board meeting even were. We only had the minutes.
Yeah.
So, like, in order to even really know what was going on in these meetings, though, too, you had to physically be there.
Yep. Although that's changing now with somebody that we'll have a little bit later.
Oh, yes.
Who's doing a lot of good work on the transparency front.
And I am. That is another part that I am campaigning on. That it is probably the easiest fix that we can do in the most immediate future.
They do it for like city council and stuff like that.
I grew up in Ripon, Wisconsin. We broadcasted that stuff on the TV local channel. Like, this has been done.
Yeah.
Why it's not done on a county level is beyond me.
Yeah. It's just I don't understand.
I do, because it's easier to get away with.
Well, yeah. I wanted to be optimistic.
Because right now, Pat Buckley, as the chair of the county board, is trying to argue that he had a big role to play in the coal pile moving. When you talk to literally anybody involved in that process, he was the main thing holding it back. Yeah. So, facts for you.
How long did we have to wait to figure out who voted for and against the flock cameras, too?
It was like at least 2-3 months.
Yeah. So, we got to wrap up pretty quick, but I just wanted to ask, your campaign is about to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
What were, like, the most surprising things about running a campaign, both good and bad?
I think the amount of diversity in people that I've talked with, knocking on doors and talking with people about, because there is a lot of people that care about a lot of different things. It is very on a wide range spectrum of all things that people are concerned about, which I feel it's good that people are concerned about something, and want some type of change in this manner. Like, but I think one of the biggest positivities was we did this new Pats panel.
Oh yeah.
It was something that kind of came across my email list and everything, and I was like, well, what is that? And it's another kind of panel talk that was at one of the local bars in my district, though, too. So I was like, well, this is next door.
Yeah.
This is the
no-brainer to go.
Yeah. And for that one, I don't even mind if it's for people that are on the right or people that are on the left or anything, though, too. It was a very nice panel that we got to do. It was very great to talk to everybody and get the questions asked and everything. That was a huge high, as well as like some of the other things that Charles and I had been doing, though, too. We did this event called Pros for Progress.
I saw that. I couldn't go. I was so mad because I love that restaurant that you guys were at.
We did it 3 times here. So we did it at the Lorelei Inn, Zambaldi's, and the latest one was at Doug's Take 5. And every one of the guys that we did it with, though, too, were just absolutely fantastic to work with. They were so believing like what we were trying to do though too, and I'm very thankful for the people and the connections we were able to make while we were doing it though too.
That's awesome.
Which even as if I get in or not, like I think the plan anyways is that we still want to do something like that though too, even into the sessions, because honestly I think part of the goal was to have us available for constituents to talk to us on a neutral, even level.
Right.
That like it's no commitment. Just if you want to talk to your supervisor, you have the ability to come up to the bar here and chill with
Right.
us and literally talk anything about this concerning to you.
Yeah.
Like, and our plan would be to make that public, to be like, we're going to be here at this
That's
spot.
awesome. Yeah.
Come on by, and you can literally talk to somebody that is trying to make change for our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Last question. All right, say you get in, you can get one policy, whatever you want. What would that policy be?
Well, I mean, yeah, the low hanging fruit, of course, is the visibility, the streaming and everything. I think that we can do that easily. I think if there was one wish list item that I could take care of right now, would be the Brown County or the Green Bay Correctional Facility that's on Alloway, District 14. That has already been ordered to close in 2029, and I doubt that they're making that deadline at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going to happen in that situation is that there's going to be a transition of prisoners, state penitentiaries and local.
They've started transferring. Yeah.
They've already started that process. It's a 1900s old prison. The positive in terms of Alloway and Brown County, though, is that is right off the highway for anybody that's coming from Milwaukee into the city. It's going to be about the biggest commercial real estate and residential real estate opening in the history of Alloway.
Oh,
like,
wow.
There has never
I did
been.
not think about that.
There is never a bigger spot of land right in prime real estate location that will open up that could turn into taxpayer dollars and turn into commercial funding that could fund more of our projects here in the city, in the county.
I would love to see, as much as, we do need housing and everything, if that only became apartments, I would be a little upset. I'd love to see a little bit more diversity of stuff, because it seems like we've just been building apartments like everywhere.
I'd like some of the plans that they put forward already
Yeah.
right now for the visions of it. Like there's beer garden proposals that have
Of
existed.
course.
Like there's
Yeah.
a couple really cool things
Sweet.
we have the opportunity to create probably one of the prime, like, welcome to tailgating here in Green Bay.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Right.
I had
Not
never
even that
thought
far away
about
from
that.
Lambeau, yeah.
Like, and
That's
yeah,
such a
it's
good
right connected
idea.
straight to Lambeau. My trip to Lambeau takes me only like 7 minutes
Yeah.
from my neighborhood. So
Yeah.
like we have such a destination spot that could be created for anybody that'd be coming into the city exploring. That creates tourism, that creates cash flow, that creates money that's going into our taxpayer dollars, that allows for us to then funnel in for all the big projects we have ongoing.
Awesome.
Brown County is growing. Like, it is one of those processes. You just look at it from a bird's eye view optics of
Yeah.
just about decade after decade. Look how much, like, Ledgeview has developed. Howard, like, all these other suburbs, like, further expanding outwards. We're kind of already doing this with the South Loop, South Bridge connection, just south of Shoring, though, where we're about to kind of create, like, a secondary loop that bigger cities start to develop. That only means more and more real estate development. That means more suburbs and towns that can be created in the side, which is something that could be used almost to combat cost of living.
Wow. Yeah. I have not heard of any of those. I'll have to look into those, because that's right by my house too. So that's, and that is a great real estate. So I'll definitely have to look at that. I'm super interested.
Take a look at that prison in that area and
Yeah.
everything. Just imagine if that were, like, some parts that have to be memorialized. It's
Right.
part of ancient history.
For sure.
It's part of our history in terms of, like, the Brown County. But there's some things that you could kind of museum like that's some of the cells.
The main
and-
building and that
Yeah,
sort of
main
thing,
building. Yeah. Like, I think that there are some burial sites too that have to be memorialized though too on that end, because that is certainly part of what happened in those areas and serve as a reminder for future lessons. But if you took that prison and just eliminated that from the real estate there, and you just kind of saw just the vast swatch of land, that is a tremendous amount of space that could be turned instantly into something very like high profit, high commercial, high taxation generation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, hey, it was wonderful to get to meet you. We got to wrap up for the night.
Yeah.
But do you have any closing thoughts for us? Besides vote for you. Well, you can say that too. But.
Oh yeah, definitely. Please vote for me. But it has been an honor to get to meet all of my neighbors, everyone that I have met, and all my candidates that I'm running with, though too. All the friends that I've gained during all this process. It has been very fulfilling in terms of like the positivity that I feel for the future.
That's awesome.
I think that there's a lot more people that are wanting to come together and do something bigger than what we're currently getting right now.
Yeah.
And I have been very encouraged by all that.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's encouraging for us as well to be seeing this type of commitment from people to run, and then also just the camaraderie and everything. So we're super glad to have you on, and we got some other candidates come in. So
my time's up.
great talking with you, Chris, and we'll definitely be supporting you tomorrow when we're watching the results come in. So.
And if you win, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, yes. Of course.
We have a lot of stuff to work on. So.
Yes. All right.